Okay, I guess we're running. Okay, I've already taken the time because it takes me forever to set up the FMC. So you're not going to get to see that because I'm still learning. And I don't guarantee we'll get this thing back on the ground, but we will get it in the air. Maybe. Okay. See, I still have the thing attached, but that's life. Let's see. Okay, brake is on, right? Yeah, it looks that way. Okay. Let's see if we can't go to the menu and get it pushed back. Make sure we don't have anything there. Yeah, we don't have nothing. I won't guarantee I'll get a pushback here. Select the tug. Nose to the right, I think. Okay, let's see if it'll push back. Whoops. Hey, it's not moving. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, we're moving. Okay. We are moving. Now, I hope nose to the right, tail to the left, looking at the front of the plane, I think. No, we got that backwards. Okay. Turn nose to the left. Let's see. Could have swore we turned it to the left. Come on. But definitely didn't. Looking toward the front of the plane. Come on. Takes them forever. I do have the gates working. I looked at an excellent tutorial from SimHanger on setting up the Honeycomb Bravo. So I do have gates and I can back it up manually. Come on, no, didn't I hit start? Yes, we did. So we should have. Okay, let's turn it. Come on. Okay, this is a failure. He's going to back me up in the grass, isn't he? Okay, let's just stop. Alright, get rid of the tug. Go back to legs. We'll do it the other way. Okay, we're going to have to get clearance here. Oh, it's hell learning how to do this shit. It's a pain in the ass to even program IFR anymore because you can't hardly get to a gate without going through hoops.
Take off runway 8 climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119.7 squawk 1536.
Eychimo 737, cleared to Honolulu Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 8, climb and maintain 7,000 feet.
Got my
Departure
little,
on 119.7.
I can take that off. I don't know why I turned it on.
Eychimo 737 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.9er when ready to taxi.
Alright.
Good day.
Hilo ground Eychimo 737 with Charlie ready to taxi IFR.
Eychimo 737 taxi to and hold short of runway 8 using taxiway Echo Alpha cross runway 21 Alpha. Contact tower on 118.1 when ready.
Okay. Brakes are released. Flaps are set. Gear is down, by the way. Give it a little throttle. Uh-oh. Something's wrong. I have no rudder here. Why wouldn't I have any rudder? Jesus Christ.
Eychimo 737, did you copy?
Yeah, I copied.
Taxiing hold short runway 8 using taxiway Echo Alpha cross runway 21 Alpha Eychimo.
Why do I have... No! I have sticks, I don't have rudders. The hell's locked? I don't know. Something's locked. Damn it. If I change the state of the plane, it is going to fuck me up. I don't know why I don't have any rudders. I have ailerons. Unless I don't have any hydraulic fluid. It has done that to me before. Ran out of hydraulic fluid. Okay, now let's see what we got here. There it goes. And that's exactly what it was. See this? This plane, it just runs out of shit. It ain't got that many hours on it that I should have to put hydraulic fluid in. Alright. Maybe I'm going to have to start checking that shit as soon as I get in it. This is nothing like flying a GA Light Twin. This is the biggest plane I've ever actually flown. I have a lot more respect for these airline pilots after getting this plane. Trying to figure it out. And though, yes, they fly themselves basically, you still got to know how to tell it what to do. And that is tough. It is not easy for somebody who's never used anything even resembles an FMC that you have to program all this shit into. And as far as my startup, what I do is I get as far as kicking on the APU so I can turn on the FMC and get it loaded. And then I have not learned how to actually start the main engine jet. I just switch it into taxi mode because I'm having so much trouble learning how to use the FMC. And the trouble with the FMC is tutorials, the people who have made them think you know what you're doing, and so they just, words come out of their mouth so fast you cannot follow it. to keep up with it as you're trying to learn to do something while they're telling you things. They don't explain how it works. They don't explain why you're doing what you're doing. They just, they know what they're doing and they assume you do too. I do not like any of the tutorials I have watched because they're not teaching. They're just being parrots and just zipping through a line of shit that you can't keep up with. If anybody knows a good tutorial, let me know. I will watch it. But so far, I have not found any that are made for people who don't know what they're doing. And that would be me. So that's why I'm having so much trouble learning how to program the damn FMC. It doesn't do me any good. You're just going through a bunch of steps and you have no idea why you're doing it. It's really frustrating. And like I say, it takes longer. I mean, they're professionals at it, or they're ex-pilots, or they have actually flown this plane, or planes with FMCs. They know what they're doing. Well, and they may just be sim pilots. But they know what they're doing, and they assume you do too. Every one of them assumes you know. So, they really make it difficult for you to learn. It's just watch them over and over, trying to slow them down, stopping them. It's very tough for the person who doesn't know what he's doing. It's not that the tutorials don't know what they're doing. It's just that they're not very good at teaching it. They just way too fast. They assume way too much what your capabilities are. Like I say, I have no idea. I've never seen an FMC in real life in my life. In this particular plane, you actually have to know how to use the damn thing. This plane is not a arcade mode 777 that you get for free from Azobo. It does make a difference. Because yeah, I've gone in and flown the planes they give you for free. They're actually pretty easy, and my impression was, they're easier to fly than general aviation aircraft. Well, then I bought this one, and I have learned that is not true. You actually have to be pretty sharp, and I have a whole lot more respect for these airliner pilots now. And it's not that the plane flies so hard. It's that you got to be a damn genius to start to get it all programmed correctly and right. And turn on Toby so we can look around a little bit. And I am on group only. I am not on live for everybody so you can see me. Look at that plane over there going around in circles on the ground. Yeah, there are some bugs in here. One of them is trying to IFR flight, downloading from SimBrief and stuff. It's just impossible to take off from a gate anymore. Or a ramp. You have to take off from the runway without going through all kinds of hoops. Now, I have found my own cheat to work around it, but you ain't supposed to have to be able to do that. This looks like where I'm going. Now see, theoretically, I should be able to, this plane should control the throttles up until a certain altitude, or until I turn on the
Hilo Tower Eychimo 737 at runway 8 ready for departure IFR to
come
Honolulu.
on now.
Eychimo 737 altimeter 30.05.221 at 7. Cleared for takeoff runway 8.
Cleared for takeoff runway 8 Eychimo 737.
And yes, the testing cone is on. I could turn it off. I just don't want to mess with it. Okay, now theoretically I advance the throttles. This plane, put it in LNAV and VNAV, and the VNAV should control my throttles once I start them, up until rotation and, well, basically till I kick on the CMD. Alright, here we go. If I got it set right. Now, I don't guarantee I got the damn thing set right. Looks like I might have. It is. It's going to go. It's, okay, I'm good to go. Okay, once I reach a few hundred feet, I can actually kick on the
119.7. Good day.
Did it turn on?
119.7 Eychimo 737.
It did turn on.
Departure Eychimo 737.
FMC has the plane.
1,600 feet, climbing 7,000 feet.
Eychimo 737 departure altimeter 30.05. Continue to PHTO as planned.
And it should, in N1 is engaged. That's the way it's supposed to work. At least I got the sit in right. Oh, goodness. Oh, this plane has been a beast to learn how to do anything with. I'm telling you. See, I got my little whoops. We need to put the gear up. Forgot about it. Watching everything else. We have enough speed. We can raise the flaps. Although I only use 5%, it won't make that much difference. So we've got a little rain coming in. Now, I will be all right until I get to the stars. Now, technically in an airliner, when you get to a certain waypoint, it will give you, or your transition, it will give you your star, what you should be running as a star and your runway. However, things go so fast for me still that I programmed it in. Doesn't mean I programmed it in right and it's going to work properly. I even picked the right one. Like I say, I am learning, and I am the first one to admit I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Let's get it on legs.
Eychimo 737 climb and maintain 16,000 feet.
Okay, we're going up 16.
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet Eychimo 737.
16,000 feet. And I'm using my Bravo throttle to adjust. 16,000. Now, are we climbing still? No, we're going to have to put in some vertical speed. And we want to increase up. However, it's not lighting up, so we're going to have to. Am I going to have to get off VNAV to do that? Okay, I did turn up vertical speed. Looks like it's working. But it's not going to hold it. It's just going to hold it at 69. So we're going to go.
737, please expedite your climb 16.
Yeah. We're going to go to vertical speed, and we're going to get our climb going. And I'm sure I could do it the other way. I just don't really know what I'm doing. Let's be realistic. I'm learning as I go. And I don't even know what a good climb rate is for this bird. But that looks like that'll do it. 1,000 feet per second. I would think that's more than enough. Yeah, I kind of have to get rid of that little ball up there, I think. And this plane does have a HUD option, which I actually think is pretty neat. I don't know. I thought this was pretty cool of this plane.
Eychimo 737, contact Honolulu Center on 126.0.
I thought that was pretty cool. It had a HUD. I didn't know they had that until I found that in the options.
Honolulu Center,
And that's an option. That doesn't come with every plane. Some planes have it. You order it, I guess, when you order it from Boeing. You can order the HUD.
Eychimo 737, Honolulu Center, altimeter 30.0. Continue to Maloa as planned.
They're not bitching at my climb, so. Say I'm doing 1,000 feet per minute. Hopefully that's enough. And I'm sure you can adjust the brightness on the HUD and everything. Once again, I just happened to find it by mistake. Yeah, you have HUD brightness and you have manual and automatic. So, but it's pretty nice to have all the information right in front of you. And it's even tinted. How can you go wrong? How can you go wrong? But see, I got the flight plan up till this point in the FMC. I have the speeds. I got that put in, the per pennies in. I had to go a roundabout way to get this flight plan in the game, in the plane. So I didn't do it through SimBrief because I couldn't have been. I would have to start it at a runway. So I had to import it through Navigraphs. And Navigraphs, I couldn't get the weather information. Now, SimBrief, I could have downloaded the weather information, so I did not have that, and I did not get to put that in the FMC because I did not have it. Because SimBrief, you can put the file in, and then you go to a gate, and it completely fucks up the flight plan. I mean, it runs you 500 miles out of your way or runs you in some odd-ass direction. Shouldn't even affect the flight plan. whether you start at the gate at the end of the runway. But it does in Microsoft Flight Simulator now for a few months. They really have made it difficult for people who are trying to fly high altitude, low altitude IFR. It does not affect VFR. Because in VFR you have no reason to use SimBrief or Navicharts. Who cares? You know, you're just flying from point A to B. But if you're flying instruments and you want to actually put in your waypoints and stuff, it's just all screwed up. I actually made this flight plan
you are 9 miles northwest.
in Microsoft's flight planner. The trouble is, you cannot put that flight plan into the FMC. It has to go into an RTE file in a special folder for PMDG. So you have to export it into another program, like I did to Navigraph, and then I had to import it back in under a different format, because it has to be an RTE format for this plane. And any plane that uses a different format than PLN, you're fucked. You got to go out of your way to try to get into their flight computer. Now, like a CJ4, you have to roundabout it to get it in there, because they all use a different designation. Like I say, they just screwed it all up. How they've done it for a couple months now, where the flight plans just don't jive. And the Microsoft flight plan, half the time you'll export it to file, then try to load it into Navigraph, and Navigraph tells you there's no such runway. There's no such waypoint. Because it's not that it's not right in the flight planning screen. Trouble is, when it exports it, it gives you the wrong information. Like I say, it is all screwed up. It's very aggravating. I've been fighting it here, and for somebody who doesn't know how to do the plane anyway, and how to use the FMC, and then have that added problem, it's just been driving me nuts. Hopefully one of these 100 years they'll fix it, but I mostly fly my light twin 310, and before that I flew the Seminole, because that, you know, but I prefer GA. I mean, I've never flown large airliners. So this has been an interesting experience for me. And as I say, to take one of the stock airplanes and fly it, it's no big deal. But let me tell you, you get into this plane and you get lost in a hurry. And I also bought the DC-6, and it's just as complicated. Definitely they're not arcade airplanes. Which, after getting to this one and having to go through all the shit to get it running and to program it, just like a real pilot has to do, you realize that the other planes from Zobo are pretty much arcade airplanes. Because they are nothing like flying the real thing. And that's okay. I don't have a problem with that, but they just did interest me. This plane's a mind teaser, so yeah, it's kind of interesting and fun for me. But way over my head. I had no idea it would be this far over my head as this turned out to be. Because these big jets, it's not about flying them, it's how to make them fly. There's a big difference. It's not that hard to fly them around. But it sure is hard to make them fly around. And like I say, once you learn it, I guess it ain't no big deal, you know.
Eychimo 737 climb and maintain flight level 220.
220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220, Eychimo 737.
Whoops. Right switch here. 220. Let's go back to vertical speed. Climb away, baby. Whoops, didn't mean to go to that much vertical speed. There we go. Should settle down to 1,000 here. Should. And I could speed it up a little bit. I don't know what my setting is here. 259, that's not a big deal. Won't look like
Eychimo 737 contact Honolulu Center on 127.6.
9 mile an hour.
Good day.
9 knots, I should say.
127.6
10,
for Eychimo
15 on the ground.
737. Honolulu Center Eychimo 737 is at 16,700 feet, climbing flight level 220.
Hawaiian 148, you are 3 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 17.
I was going to say, that's me? They want me to go what?
Cleared to Tammy. Eychimo 737 Honolulu Center altimeter 30.01. Continue as planned.
I'm continuing, baby. I'm right on the continue.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 17 approach via Tammy transition. Cleared to Tammy.
And I don't guarantee that I got the star right and everything right on the end of this. So I don't even guarantee I'll get this on the ground. I have got it on the ground occasionally. I have actually overshot runways. I have undershot runways, and I just flat ass crashed it. I still got a lot to learn and a lot to practice. Such is life.
Hawaiian 148 contact Honolulu Center on 126.0. Good day.
Whoops. I want to put a little music on here. No. Whoops, I don't need to do that. I don't need.
Going to 126.0 Hawaiian 148.
Seeing vector on there kind of worries me there. I hope they fly right through that. And they unable cruise alt. What the hell is that coming from? See, I done got something fucked up. Don't know what. But it has to be fucked up. what that view is. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a drink refill real quick. Well, we got 100 miles here to do our thing.
737 climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climb and maintain flight level 300, Eychimo 737.
Eychimo 737, contact Honolulu Center on 119er decimal tree. Good day.
Going to 119er decimal tree, Eychimo 737. Honolulu Center, Eychimo 737 is passing flight level 220, climbing flight level 300.
Eychimo 737 Honolulu Center, continue to Lima November Yankee as planned. Eychimo 737, please expedite your climb flight level 300. Eychimo 737 descend and maintain flight level 180.
Descend and maintain flight level 180, Eychimo 737.
Eychimo 737, please expedite your descent flight level 180.
Hurry up, guys. Look out. Got kitty help. We have kitty help. Okay. We're still following our flight plan. We are in the star. Flight level 18. Quit licking on me, cats.
Eychimo 737, please expedite your descent flight level 180.
We're on it.
Hawaiian 147, you are 80 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Expect RNAV runway for left approach via Alana transition. Cleared to Alana. Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Expect RNAV runway for left approach via Alana transition. Cleared to Alana Hawaiian 147.
Okay, slow her down. Don't know any idea why the master's on. Guess I could try and clear it. See what happens. Let's go up to 20.
Contact Honolulu Center on 124.1.
Okay.
Good day.
Good day.
124.1.
Now,
Eychimo 737.
I am approaches on an ILS, but I am sure it's not going to work because I don't know how to change the frequencies yet.
Eychimo 737 Honolulu Center. Continue to Honu as planned.
Honu. I don't think it's on the thing. Huh. What do I know?
Star Charter 2018,
0,000 feet Eychimo 737.
Hawaiian 146, contact Honolulu Center on 119er decimal tree. Good day. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway tree approach via Lima November Yankee 202 radial 10 DM York. Cleared to Lima November Yankee Star Charter 2018. Niner decimal tree for Hawaiian 146. Eychimo 737, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet.
Okay, we're going down.
Eychimo 737, contact Honolulu Center on 127 decimal 6. Good day.
127 decimal 6 for Eychimo 737. Honolulu Center Eychimo 737 is passing 17,100 feet, descending 10,000 feet.
Eychimo 737 Honolulu Center altimeter tree 0.01. Continue to DYLLI as planned. Eychimo 7 UR tree 5 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS Yankee runway for right approach via HUBAP transition. Cleared to HUBAP.
210.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS Yankee runway for right approach via HUBAP transition. Cleared to HUBAP Eychimo 737.
Yeah, we may not get it on the ground, guys, so don't worry about it, you know. I like to scratch paint jobs. Why isn't it dropping speed here? We are on not supposed to exceed. Auto throttle is on. Should be dropping speed.
Honolulu Center, Hawaiian 147 is passing 12,000 feet, descending 2,000 feet.
Yeah, I'm doing something
Hawaiian
wrong.
147 Honolulu Center altimeter tree 0.01.
I don't know what it is,
As planned.
but I'm not dropping speed. Because of my rate of descent and it can't slow it down, I don't know. Yep, I think that's what it is. Throttles are back. But I gotta get to what, 7,000 here? Told me not to exceed 210. Well, I could flap it down a little bit. Yeah, something ain't right.
Eychimo 737 contact approach on 118 decimal tree. Good day.
Going to 118 decimal tree, Eychimo 737.
How do I...
Approach Eychimo 737 is at 10,500 feet, descending 7,000 feet.
Eychimo 737, approach altimeter 30.02. Continue to HUBAP as planned.
Yeah, we're definitely coming in a little hot, guys. We should slow down once we get to 7,000.
Eychimo 737 descend and maintain 4,200 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,200 feet, Eychimo 737.
Approach Hawaiian 147 is at 5,900 feet, descending 2,000 feet. Hawaiian 147, approach altimeter 30.03. Continue to Alana as planned.
Except for my speed, which is high, things aren't that bad. Yeah, if I only knew what I was doing. It would surely help. Once made on 153. To come around the loop, I'll drop the gear, get flaps. Hopefully it'll line me up because I really don't know. I'm sure I'm supposed to have a course for ILS and I don't know what it is. Speed is dropping.
Eychimo 737 descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Jesus Christ, I can't get where I want to get.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, Eychimo 737.
Eychimo 737 descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Oh, come on now.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet Eychimo 737.
I'm way too far out to drop gear. 10 miles out, usually they say. Okay, there's 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, way too far out. If I only really knew what I was doing.
Hawaiian 147, you are 12 miles southwest of Honolulu. Contact Honolulu Tower on 123.9er when inbound on the approach. Tower on 123.9er Hawaiian 147.
Well, I barely had enough fuel, but I probably got more in it than I
Eychimo
think.
737 traffic is 3 o'clock 4 miles at 3,100 feet generic. Report them in sight.
See 'em. See 'em.
Eychimo 737 have the traffic.
Okay, are we close enough to drop gear? Probably. Okay. Get straightened up here. We'll drop gear. And flaps. 40%. 30% flaps. 145. 150 ought to be good. 145. Gears down and locked. Flaps engaged.
Eychimo 737, you are 11 miles southwest of Honolulu.
Oh, it's a mile or two
Tower
fast.
on 118.1 when inbound on the approach.
We are inbound on the approach.
Tower on 118.1 Eychimo 737. Honolulu Tower Eychimo 737
Go to
710 miles
approach
southwest
mode.
inbound ILS Yankee runway for right approach.
Okay,
Eychimo 737 Honolulu Tower.
should line us up here.
Altimeter 30.041040.
Or we're gonna crash. I don't know
Cleared
which it
ILS
is.
Yankee runway for right approach.
Cleared ILS Yankee runway for right approach Eychimo 737.
No what? No A3. It's probably telling me I don't not have. Of course, came in automatically. A slight headwind. Should put us within 50 feet of the runway. Should. No guarantees we're gonna live.
Eychimo 7371040 at 5. Caution the generic landing runway 4 left.
Yeah, I see him.
Clear to land runway 4 right.
As long as he stays off my
Clear
runway,
to
we're
land
good.
runway for right Eychimo 737.
Okay, I think I got everything set right. It looks good. Couldn't be doing it better myself.
1,000.
We're not dead yet. But death is approaching. Call them out, baby.
300.
300.
200.
200. Get the nose up. Come on.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Come on down. Ah! Oh, shit. It was pretty good right up until I bounced. Got the gates reversed. Slow down, baby. Slow down. Yeah, all right. We on the ground.
Eychimo 737 exit runway when able.
All right. We did it. Yeah, I know.
Eychimo
Whoa.
737 contact ground on 121.9er.
Going to 121.9er, Eychimo 737.
We did it. Look at that. We're not dead yet. Flaps up. How about that, guys? We did it. I'm learning. Except for that bounce. That wasn't pretty. But I'll take it. I will take it. Whoa. Still don't know how to shut this thing down though. I know there's two buttons I can shut down, but I guess I'm kind of proud of myself here. She got this thing back on the ground in one piece. Some way to do replays, I think, but I don't know what it is. I don't know how those people do that. Okay. Now, I think I just lower these, and that shuts off the, and that's as far as I know. Yes, it did. Shut them down. All right, guys, we did it. We're done. We did it. Did get credit for that. Yes, I did. How about that? See, a lot of these I get in here and I don't try to land it. But I normally fly my 310 and play around in it. Alright, well, we did it. So we're out of here.